Hey everybody, it's Alyssa. Welcome back to my channel. I know I always apologize for the sounds of the background, but I do have a fan on because it gets hot in this room. If you don't follow me on social media or you haven't been keeping up, basically I have a single male guinea pig that I took in, and most people advise me to just not try to bond him with my bonded pair of guinea pig boys because it rarely ever works and it could cause my bonded boys to just break up and then I'll have 3 individual pigs. So most of the recommendations I got from you guys were to either get Kevin a baby guinea pig, and even then they could fight once the baby guinea pig gets older, because when male guinea pigs get older they go through like these little maturity spurts where they kind of get more attitudes. That could not work out. I'm pretty sure Kevin's a Buddha boy where he doesn't really care. Or the other option was to get him neutered and partner him with a female or 2. I'd like to just partner him with 1 female, but I don't know what's going to happen yet. I contacted a local rescue here in Georgia and they told me that I could bring Kevin to the rescue for like a little play date and they can try to bond him with their females. So I know most of the time they only have bonded females at the rescue, so I might have to take in 2 female guinea pigs with Kevin, and that's fine. It's not a big deal. I'd rather take in 1 though. Yeah, so basically this vlog is me showing my experience with Kevin getting neutered, because there aren't tons of videos on guinea pig neuters on YouTube, and the ones that are on YouTube are like 6 or 7 years old. So I figured I would just vlog the experience with him and the aftercare with him. Many of you guys know, I feel like I always say this in every video as well, but if you're new to my channel, I used to be a vet tech for 3 years. I worked with an exotic vet, so I did work with a vet who did guinea pig neuters, so I'm very like familiar with guinea pig and rabbit neuters and stuff like that. So I'm just worried about the fact that he's going under anesthesia, even though I know that the vet that he is going to be with is like amazing at her job and everything. I'm just particularly nervous, so I wanted to make this video to help people who possibly want to get their guinea pigs neutered as well. I would like to say from the beginning, if you hear my rats chewing in the background, they're eating little pasta, so they're like really loud. But neutering a male guinea pig does not change their personality or their aggression. If you have a guinea pig that is very, very aggressive, or a guinea pig that just can't get along with any other pigs, getting them neutered will not change their personality. So you should never get a guinea pig neutered to try to change their personality and bond them with another male, because it won't work. I believe that works in rabbits. I'm not 100% sure, and it works with some dogs and other animals, but that's not the case for male guinea pigs. So the only time you really need to get a male guinea pig neutered is if you want to pair them with a female or for health reasons. So in this case, I'm only getting it done because I'm putting him with a female. And keep in mind, after you get a guinea pig neutered, you do have to wait a minimum of 6 weeks after they get neutered before you can pair them with a female, because they can still get a female pregnant within 6 weeks after the neuter. So keep that in mind. I won't be getting more pigs until probably 3 or 4 months from now, so don't expect videos of new pigs until then. Kevin's gonna be alone for a little while, just while, you know, that sperm count goes away and everything. So it is the night before. It's midnight the night before. I have to be up at 7:30 in the morning to take him for his surgery, but I wanted to show you guys what I am preparing to take with him for his neuter. So first of all, you are going to, of course, need a carrier. So I got this carrier off of Amazon about a year ago. It's still on sale. They have it in a bunch of different colors. It looks like a little picnic basket. It's big enough for 1 guinea pig, fully grown guinea pig, or 2 babies. I had both of my pigs in here when they were babies and it fits them great, but I would not put 2 full adult guinea pigs in this carrier. I will try to remember to put a link for it down below. So yeah, I'm getting this prepared for him. So guinea pigs and rabbits and animals basically that eat hay, I only know about guinea pigs and rabbits, but they do not need to be NPO'd the night before a surgery. And if you don't know what NPO means, it basically means when you take away an animal's food and water the night before their surgery and you don't feed them or give them water the morning of the surgery. Dogs and cats have to do this before surgeries, because if not, they could vomit under anesthesia and die, but that's not the case for rodents. So you need to pack food with your guinea pig when you are taking them from surgery. They never ever need to be NPO'd the night before and the morning of the surgery, because that is not safe for them. They need that food to keep their gut going. So as you can see in here, I kept it pretty simple because he is going to have a neuter site. So I just put a little pillow in here, as you can see, and I also have this bowl full of pellets. He gets 1/8 cup of pellets a day. I always give him him them in the morning, so they will be in this carrier where he can eat them in the morning on the way to the surgery if he'd like, or after his surgery. So that bowl is going to be sitting in that little blank spot of the carrier, and there's also going to be some hay in there by the food bowl as well. I'm going to put some extra hay inside of a Ziploc bag just in case he eats the hay in the carrier while he's there and they want to give him some more hay. They told me to do this, I already knew, but keep in mind, if a vet doesn't tell you all of these things, I would be a little sussed out about them. There are some veterinarians that will see exotics, but they don't really know that much about them. So I'm just gonna fill this bag full of some hay. This is my container full of hay. It's full because I got a brand new bag recently, so I'm just gonna shove some of the hay in here. So this is a good amount to take with them and also put some inside of the carrier. Normally my vet does it pretty fast and I can pick them up within an hour or two, but always just pack some just in case. So that is what I'm doing. Have his carrier prepared the night before, so you have it just ready and you can just take him straight in the morning. So as you can see, Mr. Kevin is there and he is upset because I am not paying attention to him and he's going to be so mad at me tomorrow. This Mr. Man has the biggest attitude ever. He is such a little tooty man. I'm going to end the end of this vlog now. He has his whole head inside of the hay bag, and I'm going to come back in the morning, me taking him to the vet. Yeah, he's gonna get his nails done tomorrow, and I'm also gonna ask if they can do a bore cleaning on him while he's under anesthesia, just to make everything a little easy. So he's gonna have his nails done, he's gonna be neutered, he's gonna have all the good things. So we'll see you guys in the morning. Guys, it is the next morning, and I am in the car, as you can see, and I have Mr. Kevin in there with his hay and his pellets, and we are gonna go ahead and drive to the clinic. I'm not gonna film when I'm there because that's awkward, but yeah, I'll update you guys afterwards. I just got back home from dropping Kevin off for his neuter. So basically, every clinic is different, of course. There's gonna be different prices, different waivers, different everything in each clinic, so my experience may be completely different from somebody else's, but I just got there, I signed the neuter release form. If you don't sign a release form before the neuter, then that's illegal, actually, because a doctor cannot perform surgery on your animal unless you have consented and signed for it. So yeah, basically the form just states like, we will be, you know, performing the surgery today. Do you want pain meds? Do you want his nails trimmed? Do you want this? Do you want, it's just a bunch of questions asking like, has he been sick in the past 30 days? Is he allergic to anything? Just a bunch of questions. You fill it out, sign it, and then you drop them off. And at my clinic, you don't pay until you pick up, but some places you pay like half at the beginning and half afterwards, or you pay for everything at the beginning. It's different for every clinic. Usually you pay afterwards though. They are going to be texting me, just because I know them personally, when he's done, and I am going to go pick him up and then we're gonna see how he's doing. I'm super nervous. He's a really chill boy. Like in the car, he was just eating his hay and he was saying hi to everyone in his carrier and stuff at the clinic. So he's a good boy. I'm just like super nervous. So I'll update you guys when they text me. I dropped him off around 8 a.m. I know the doctor doesn't get there till 9, but she'll probably finish him before noon. So he'll only be there a couple hours. So yeah, I'm gonna go back to sleep because I am exhausted. So I literally just went to go lay in bed to go back to sleep, and then the doctor texted me and she was like, Kevin is ballless and he's awake. And I was like, that was so fast. I was expecting, cause like sometimes it used to be so busy when I would work there that they weren't able to do the surgeries until closer to noon, but I guess she just did it right when she came in. So by the time it took me to get home, she did the surgery and he's awake. Most exotics, from my experience, they wake up from surgeries like super fast. And like I said, she does neuters super fast anyway. So yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and go pick Mr. Kevin back up. Okay guys, I just picked him up. He is very sleepy, but he's doing good. He woke up really fast. They cut his nails, they did a bore cleaning, everything like that. At least I think they cut his nails. I don't know, I can't really tell right now. It's okay if they didn't though, because they didn't charge me for it. So yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and drive him home now. He looks really sleepy. Right, I am back home now with Mr. Kevin, and yeah, like I said, he's super sleepy. He was actually sleeping in the car, but he's still eating and everything. I heard him eating his hay too. It's always scary to pick them up after surgery because you don't want to be too rough with them and stuff. So yeah, you can tell he's a little bit uncomfortable, but he did get pain medication, so don't worry guys, he's not in pain. He doesn't feel anything right now. The boys are fighting over there. But he's not in any pain right now. He has pain medication that will last the next 24 hours. So I personally don't have to give him any pain medication. They just did the medication at the office. So I'm gonna go ahead and pick him up and put him back in his cage. And I read online that it's good to go ahead and give them their veggies for the day after you bring them home, just so they eat a little bit, because the vitamin C and everything can help heal their incision and everything like that. So I'm gonna put him in his cage. I'm gonna make him his daily cup of greens that he normally gets. Boys over here are going to be super jealous, and we're gonna see how he is. We're just gonna keep checking up on him. I won't be in this room all day. Hi, bud. I won't be in this room all day, but I will be checking on him every 30 minutes just to make sure that he is doing okay. So as you can see, he's trying to get to the incision and he keeps kind of putting his leg out like this. Let's see if we can see it. Let me see it. So you can tell that he's definitely uncomfortable. Don't be scared though, guys. Like, if your guinea pig is acting like super lethargic and like barely breathing and like falling over and stuff like that, you should be concerned and take them back to the vet. But if they're just a little uncomfortable and they spread their legs out a little bit, don't be worried about that. That's completely fine. So when I picked him up, he did try to bite me a little bit. It wasn't like a hard nip or anything, but it was like, hey, don't touch me. That's also normal. Like I said, he's a little bit uncomfortable and he doesn't really know what's going on right now. So I'm just gonna let him chill out. I am not gonna bother him. Most people don't want to be bothered after surgery as well, and neither do animals most of the time. So I'm going to get him a bowl of veggies and see if he'll come out for it. All right, so I made some greens, a bell pepper, and I did add some strawberries. I wanted to add a little bit of sugar just to perk him up a little bit. So I'm gonna put it right here and see if he wants to come get some. He's getting it way earlier in the day than he normally would. He normally gets it like in the afternoon, but it is like 10 in the morning, so. There we go, buddy. There we go. I put a little bed under his favorite little hidey hole, but that's great news that he's eating. So I'm just gonna give him some time to just chill out. He's probably super anxious right now for being at the vet all morning. Definitely going to come back a little bit later and vacuum up all of these poops. You wanna try to keep the cage as clean as possible after a neuter, just because you don't wanna get the incision area all dirty. So if you have loose bedding, I recommend getting rid of the loose bedding while they're recovering and putting down fleece, because loose bedding can just get all up in the crevices and it just would not be good. So I recommend, if you're doing a neuter, maybe put them in like a separate little cage or something. So I recommend, if you do have loose bedding, maybe to put them in an area where you have like fleece or something that's not all loose and like dusty and stuff like that. The boys down here are really upset because they're not getting their veggies yet, but you didn't have surgery. No, you didn't. So it is the same night as his surgery. I was able to clean up all of his poop a little bit. He ate all of his vegetables and fruit and everything just while I was out of the room. I think he's mad at me because every time I walk near him, he goes and hides. And then when I walk away from the cage, he comes out and he starts eating. So I think he's just trying to prove that he's mad at me, because he will still come out for some food. And I will prove it to you. Once these pea flakes come out, then he pays attention to me. See? Here, Kim. Come on now. He's like, oh, Mama's got food. I guess I'll come out. But yeah, this is normal. I mean, he's gonna act a little weird for the first couple days just because he's probably uncomfortable. Yeah, his personality hasn't changed at all. I think he's genuinely just kind of pissed off at me because this little guy has such a big attitude, and when he's not happy with you, he definitely lets you freaking know. So yeah, he's probably just super mad at me right now, but he still lets me pet him and everything. So yeah, I'll give you guys an update on him again tomorrow, but today he has been doing good, just a little lethargic and kind of sleeping more than usual and not being as talkative as usual. Oh my gosh, guys, it is the next morning and Kevin is almost completely back to normal. I opened the door and he, you know, did his thing where he starts squeaking like crazy and he'll run over here and start screaming at me. I gave him his pellets and now he's eating, and he was popcorning around, and he seems to be doing so much better than yesterday. I think he was just super tired yesterday. But look at him eating his hay and being such a good man. I think giving him pea flakes last night, he was like, okay, I don't hate you anymore. Here's the other boys down here as well. A lot of people was like, I feel like you're only showing Kevin, and I promise I don't love Kevin like more than these pigs, but unfortunately I do have to pay more attention to him just because he is alone. That's the only reason why I like lay with him more and stuff like that, just because he literally is alone like all the time, so I gotta give him more attention than I give the other boys. So yeah, we're at day 2. And Mr. Kevin seems to be back to normal. Sorry for the fan noises, but we are on day 3. And Kevin's still sleeping a little bit more than usual. Like yesterday, he still slept a bit, but he still runs around, popcorns, he's still eating like normal and everything. His incision and everything looks normal and great. It's not swollen, it's not red. The area looks good. So there's no concerns really. He's healed up, you know, pretty good for the first 3 days. He's slowly getting back to his normal personality. He really only comes out when he wants pea flakes. It's actually hilarious. Guys, it has been 5 days since the surgery, and I don't know if you can see Kevin up there eating, but he has gone completely back to normal. I mean, there never really was him acting that different. I mean, the first 2 days he slept a little bit more than usual, but he would still come out for food. He'd still drink water. He'd still popcorn and run around. So yeah, this experience was super, super easy, as it should be. Like I said, if your guinea pig got neutered and you're having like weird occurrences where they're like very, very lethargic, they're swollen, they're not eating, they're not drinking, then you should be concerned and definitely take them back to the vet. I am not a veterinarian, so everything I say doesn't mean that you should follow it blindly without, you know, consulting your exotic vet first, but I'm just saying this is my like personal experience with the neuter. The only thing that I've noticed is that normally Kevin likes to be like held and picked up, but I think he's just a little sore, so he doesn't really enjoy it as much as he was. So here he is. Like I said, I can still hold him and everything. He's just a little bit more, you know, twitchy than usual, so he's doing good. And they cut his nails and everything. So I'm gonna put him back because he's getting a little wiggly. So yeah, I hope this video was entertaining, to say the least. I don't know, a lot of you guys asked me if I could film the experience because you want to do something similar with your pigs, but like I said at the beginning of the video, if you are trying to neuter your guinea pigs just to change their personality and not be as aggressive, that is not really what you're supposed to do, and that's not what happens with male guinea pigs. It doesn't change their personality. It doesn't make them less aggressive. Neutering is literally just for health or bonding with a female purposes. So if a bunch of people told you that you need to neuter your guinea pigs so they'll be less aggressive, don't listen to them, because that's not the case. I know there's a lot of controversy about that online, like people saying that I got my guinea pig neutered and then they did fine. Cool, but that's literally scientifically like not the case. So I hope this video helped in some way. Like I said, stay tuned for, I think my next video, I'm going to be doing a full deep clean of all of my animal enclosures so you guys can see it. Thank you so much for the support here on this channel. We're almost at 20K already, which is absolutely crazy. So if you like my videos, make sure to hit the subscribe button down below. It helps support my channel. It also helps support my animals, and it helps me spoil them even more than I already have. Also, a lot of you guys asked me if I had an Amazon wish list for my animals, and I did create one, so it will be in the description box below if you'd like to purchase something from the Amazon wish list for my animals. And if you would like the item to be shown in a video, then definitely let me know on the little like gift card that you can give with the Amazon gift. But I hope you guys enjoyed. I love you guys so much, and I'll see you next time. Bye guys.